Hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Um, they threw us out. I think we were out of time. Instagram kicked us off. Instagram kicked us off. Sorry about that, guys. I think we're out of time. But yeah, we're still talking about the Super Falcons of Nigeria's game against England. Unfortunately, we're out on penalties, 4-2 in the penalty shootouts. Sorry about that. With the time. But yeah, let's keep the conversation going. I'll try to take as many people as possible to hear what you guys thought about the match. Let me bring Dr. Kelechi back on.
Hey, buddy. Hello, you hear
Yeah,
me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
EaglesTracker, you know the one they bring me on. I don't they wait
Oh,
since, yeah?
yeah, there are many requests now. Sorry.
Okay, okay.
Let
No,
Kelechi just finish his thoughts.
I'm gonna talk without video, please. Just because I'm on my bed, I wanna sleep. Yeah.
All right, Kelechi, please just finish your
Yeah,
thoughts.
yeah. I just think that there's hope. This World Cup actually has galvanized girls around the world to be involved in the game. It's a World Cup of shocks. I'm liking the results. I'm liking the passion. Yesterday's penalty between was it Sweden
Yes.
and the USA. Oh my God! Like, oh my God! I was in Wembley watching it. I'm like, the quality, everything. So just invest, support the girls. Who knows? I believe that an African team can win it soon. We had three in the second round. Why not? But tough luck. Let them keep their heads high, and we'll receive them well. Look at the girls in basketball. They just won the African tournament. They assembled in days. They just went to win. They invest in them, I guess. You don't need them to win and you not be attaching yourself. No, you understand. But I'm really happy with the performance. For me, an 8/10 tournament, they made us proud.
All right. Thank you very much, Kelechi. Thank you for joining us, for sharing your thoughts. Okay, Henry, over to
Oh,
you.
it's Mitlaye to join. Get one question, maybe one.
Smitla, if you are here, send a request so that I can bring you back on.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I would
yeah,
love to. I want to ask you a question, but for me, I've ranted. I've been the thing. This match vexed me. It vexed me because first of all, I want to encourage the girls so that they don't say we are not encouraging. I think they did well above all odds.
mm,
You understand? We know what's happening behind the scene. We know that we don't get a lot of support from the NFF and the ministry and those people. Yes, I totally agree. And I feel the girls defied everything and they did very well. So it should be on record that I've said this. But now let's come to this game. This game. Yes, I think God gave us this game to win, but we did not. The from the very first half, I think maybe they were surprised with the way England was approaching the game. England, the way they approach the game, I don't know if they want to do that one going forward against if Jamaica wins Colombia, because I think Jamaica will win Colombia. If Jamaica win Colombia and England play as England, Jamaica will win them. It will beat them because they won't score Jamaica like this. Secondly, Randy has made our physicality count, with the organization, then you understand. But this game today, he got many things wrong. Randy Baldrum got many things wrong. Number one, removing Kanu and putting Odega. I don't know. Why would you? Okay, I did not feel that there was need for any of those changes. I don't know. There was no need for that changes at that time. You understand? Because this girl, Onumonu and Kanu was doing very, very well. You understand? Kanu was the one who holding many of those long balls that we were playing. Those aimless long balls. She will hold it there. She's very good holding it there. You understand? And so when she now left, those long balls were now completely aimless because Oshuala wasn't going for those 50-50 balls, and you would expect her not to go because she prefers the ball on her leg or somewhere the way she can run, right? And Odega, no, Odega, that this is not her best time at all. Odega she's probably going out of the game soon. So those balls was now aimless. You understand? She did not need to remove Kanu or the other girl at all at that time. Secondly, he missed when he also removed after the red card. Then he now the extra time he now removed Ayinde. I felt that was the wrong move I felt that was the wrong move. She should have left Ayinde. Ayinde was the better passer of the ball in that midfield. Uchebe, for all the work she does, her delivering, her last ball is not very great. She works hard, but she doesn't pass the ball well, and she just kicks it up. Ohale too, they just kick it up. Ayinde is the one that collects the ball from them, if you notice, and gives that defense confidence. You understand? Now, so we lost that too. You understand? Maybe I felt she would have, to bring a Genie in. I know he wanted to give.
I want to just challenge you on that because I was disagreeing as you're saying it. Talking about Ayinde, first of all, I don't necessarily think that her removal affected us. You know, for the passes that you are saying that she was doing, she only made 11 passes in the whole game.
Yes.
Whereas Uchebe was making a lot more passes in the midfield. I don't necessarily think that Ayinde's removal, because at that point, and you know, again, hindsight is 2020. I also agree that Kanu should have stayed on. Odega didn't really change anything in the game.
Yeah,
If anything, she made us slightly, you know, worse rather than making us better. But for that one in the midfield, you know, while one player up, the game is balanced. We're going into extra time. I don't see any reason why he cannot take off his holding midfielder and bring on a more attacking player. I mean, look at Arsenal against Man City. In this thing, they took off Declan Rice. They brought in a more offensive-minded player. So it's something that a lot of coaches will do. You know, you take off one whole midfielder
It's what a lot of coaches do. That's why I was going to make the other statement to qualify it. I agree. You want to give your team that two midfielders going up, right?
Yeah.
But we're throwing long balls up now. We're not throwing long balls. Since that was the team, for me, I felt, from what I saw, Odega collects the ball from the defense more. I think she collected the ball more from the defense, and she was progressing it better. Uchebe was lifting the ball up many of the time. She lifts the ball up. Sometimes it's fine. I don't know how many times it's found its mark. You understand? But I felt I agreed. Echegini would have come in, but I felt she would have come in for another player, probably, especially when they switch to that 3-5-2. You understand? So, and you eventually remove Tony Payne. I felt Echegini would have just come in for Tony Payne instead. I felt Imran would have come in for Alozie if we were going to switch to the 3-5-2. Because Imran was a natural left footer, but I understand maybe she didn't want to play her first game. That would be her first game, but she did not get to play any game in this tournament, right? So I also felt I don't know how Randy rates. Randy watched Monday Gift and Odega, but she rates Odega more than Monday Gift. I felt if you want to even put anybody, it's the Monday Gift that you would have put in. So for all those, I felt those were some of the mistakes that cost us this game. Smith, me and Smith, like was talking, I was like, man, this game we should win it within the game time. If it goes to penalty, obviously I feel England will win. We should win it within the game time. Another thing I felt was we played a penalty game against Morocco. You understand? Maybe some of the players that played that penalty should have learned one or two things. Those players, some of them too, you understand, they would have played some of... Penalty is a game of luck. Let's not go there. You understand?
I mean, it's part luck, part skill, because you train on the English goals. The penalty that they scored today was not luck. They practiced those penalties. They executed.
The first one, she blew it over. We gave our most experienced player to come and play the first penalty. She also blew it over.
You know, again, like I said, I mean, obviously everybody is allowed to analyze and to give their opinion, but hindsight is 2020. Talking about Jabaranos here now. When the lineup came out, I saw a lot of comments on our page saying, why is Jabaranos not starting? Why is she not playing? This is that. They got her on thinking that, oh, she's a goal scorer. Typically, you would assume that the best penalty takers are the strikers because their job is to score and they know how to shoot. But unfortunately, she was the one that missed the penalty. I honestly thought Ashley Plumter was going to take a pen. I didn't think, I wasn't really expecting Alozie to take a penalty. But at the same time, you know, these things, these things happen.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
for people that are
Yeah.
insulting the coach, again, for me, I cannot even knock the coach. Yes, some changes that he made today were not great, but he's a big part of the reason why we're even in this game up to that point in the first place. You
Yes,
know,
I
Yeah.
agree.
a lot of people thought that England were going to come and blow us off the park.
But
You
yeah,
know, even before the game, people were saying, this one now. Even after when the draws happened and we were supposed to face England, people were already saying, this is the end, though, we're going to lose stupidly. So at the end of the day, you know,
Yeah, yeah. So my final
we just
thought,
have to look
Eagle
at it
Tracker,
and
I
take it
tell
on
you,
the chin.
next time in this kind of, we'll not for let her reach penalty. That's the thing. We'll have
I
kept it
mean,
in the game. Put the ball
they,
on the
they,
ground.
they
You
tried,
can't
man.
help
They
that.
tried. Okay,
Yeah, but
Eddie Henry, before I let you go, go ahead.
eventually, my final thought. Okay, sorry, I know you were asking percentage. For me, Randy, yes, organized the defense, but attacking was not good at all. Maybe he did not have enough time to organize the attack the way he wanted, but because transitioning were not coordinated. We only scored 3 goals in this tournament, considered 2 against Australia. We did not score in the first and in the next 2 games. So yes, we are compact defensively, but going forward, not great at all.
All right. Thank you very much, Eddie
Mhm.
Henry. Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing. Please remove yourself so that I can bring the next person on.
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you.
Over to you, Van Moyen.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you, EaglesTracker, for bringing me on. Like I want to start by appreciating the girls. They did a very good job with the fact that they had issues with NFF, and the coach really tried progressing from the group of deaths. That's really something good. But over time,
It's going to fall down.
I think over time, we Nigerians need to understand our nature,
I'm coming.
right? Because of the
Please mute.
limited
Sorry, please mute yourself, Skelewu.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the limited resources we have, it makes it difficult for us to practice at the level of the likes of England, Spain. We need to understand that there might be little that we can do to that. But the good part of it is, as a Nigerian, even if you have to prepare for something for 2 days, the way a Nigerian comes out to approach it, it's like you've been preparing it for like 2 months. And that is what we saw. But the truth of the matter is, Nigerian coaches need to understand that substitution is not mere bringing on a player. It should be tactical and effective. What do I mean? Even if some players are tired while playing football, if you know that those coming from the bench will not influence the game, keep the tired players. They understand what it means to play for more than an hour than somebody who is coming from the bench and cannot influence the team, right? The game was balanced all through, like until when Lauren got a red card. And I was expecting the coach to stick to that formation, right? She could remove Alimatu Ayinde because that was the only right substitution I felt she did by bringing Uche in, which she played really well. But I was not expecting her to bring Odega in. No, not at all. Kanu Uche was playing very fine. She was attacking from the right, and Ajibade was doing it from the left. Like, it makes no sense bringing Ajibade to the right when she can actually cut in, cross in, and make all those crosses work, right? That was like, because we had an advantage over them, and we should take that advantage, push them to the back. They were on the back foot, so we needed to attack more. So you took the right back and took him to 11 to go and do what? She could not even make a cross all through when she went there. Keep Ajibade there. So for me, I felt the substitutions were totally wrong. Tony Payne was not tired. Why are you taking her off? These are players that know what it means to play in a game like this. You brought in Odega. She's not influential in the game. Why not bring in Monday Gift, who can influence the game? So at this moment, we need to understand that at times you don't even make substitutions. If you know that your players who are on the pitch will deliver, don't just bring a player just to mark the attendance. No. And for Desire Paranuzi, I feel her substitution was not wrong, right? If she had scored the penalty, would have been happy with her. But again, Nigerian coaches need to know how to influence players. that is what we are not doing right. A player came in and played for like 3 minutes, and you are giving her the responsibility to take the most crucial penalty, which is the first one. It's never done anyway. Let a player who understands the heat of the game, let her take that penalty. What happens to a player that has played for 120 minutes, who knows that I've given a lot of sacrifice all through this match? It's quite different because I play football on a semi-pro level. You understand? And when you've been playing for like 70 minutes, it's quite different from when you bring a player in. There's a lot of pressure. But when you've been playing, you understand that, okay, I can't just take this penalty anyhow. And you, as a coach, you need to tell your players before the penalty, see, each penalty counts. You need to show character and responsibility. Why would Alozie decide to use left when she has not even used left at all? Nobody does that. Those are the conversations that a coach needs to have with his or her player. Ladies, guys,
But
this is a penalty.
sorry now,
Yeah.
coach no go no say now that she go stick that.
That's what I'm about to tell you, right? Because the coach will have a conversation before they go ahead. Those are the things that the coach can tell them. Please don't try something funny. Don't try and do paneka. Choose a position and fire in there straight up. Then you get the goal. Now you know what would happen to Alozie now, because she was our best player. Everyone was supporting her. But look at what that psychology would be like on her, because she gave her best. But at the very moment that it mattered most, she messed up. I'm not going to blame her because everybody is growing, right? And we all learn from our mistakes. But overall, like I want to give kudos to the girls. They did a lot. They did a lot, and I'm really, really proud of them. Looking forward to the like of Demain securing a better club. They really did well. But I would have loved to see Monday Gift show her talent, because she's a really good player, right? But she didn't get the opportunity to like show her talent to the world. But it doesn't matter. We all pray that everybody succeed in what they do. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Van Boyen. Please remove yourself so that we can keep the people coming. Over to you, Abe Monaco.
All right, AYT, thank you very much for bringing me in.
Thank you.
Today really well. I would say the girls, they did exceptionally well. Very composed from the beginning of the game till the end. To be honest, I watched all the games from the beginning of this competition till today, and I must say, at some point, what I saw the girls doing, I was like, wow, this is so much. We are not expecting this much. Like, I've always been on your live from the beginning of, before the competition started till how yesterday, you and Smith Lai, we are not expecting this much from these girls. And within few weeks to the competition, the coach has done so much in those girls, having been able to compose themselves from the back to the middle of the park. And I know the transition from the middle of the park to the attack is not so great, but we were able to control ourselves with the ball. We did so well when it comes to picking up the ball with this English team. To be honest with you today, I was telling my friend this morning that this game is going to be a 50-50 chance. Whoever think their chances win the game, because I watch English football as well, and I know what those girls can do. So I was expecting a very tough game from them. But the only thing I can only chip in from the coach perspective is, after the red card here, so I was expecting we're going to have an advantage. Yeah, it's an opportunity for us to to attack them better. Then I was expecting.
Sorry, hold on a bit. So I want to just respond to somebody. Sean Dida, you've been typing in all caps in the comments since. Send a request. Come and talk football. I always find it like it's easy to say, players that come and analyze the game. Let's know that you know what you're talking about. You're just criticizing, knocking the players in the comments. Send a request, I'll bring you on. Come and talk football.
Go on. I was expecting a better kind of substitution. Yeah. I know what Francis Odega can do. I know how good she was when she was at her prime. But to be honest with you, the Francis Odega we know back then is not the same as who she is right now. We saw in the first game. You understand? And so I was expecting someone like Monday James to come in. I know she has this agility. She can attack the ball. She can give those defenders the run for their money. And that was what I was actually expecting. So when she bring on Francis Odega, I was hoping, oh, maybe with her experience, she could do better. You understand? But to be honest today, the girls did exceptionally well. They played absolutely fine. We lost the game, but I wasn't paid. To be honest, I wasn't paid at all because what I was expecting from them, they did it, and to me, I was satisfied. I won't lie to you, I was really, really satisfied. Kudos to the girls. I just hope moving forward we can actually learn from our mistakes. Then we can try to build on it. We can keep the coach for more than another 2 extra years. Like, let's work on our our differences from this game. Like, we learn a lot from these games. Let's work on our differences so that we can do better. Now we know that we can do better. We have a team. We have somebody who can bring the team together. Then let's continue this way. And I know we can become the best. Seriously, we can actually become the best. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Abe Monaco. I appreciate you. Over to you, Skelewu. Very quickly, let's round off with the next step.
Ayoki, thanks for bringing me on. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, thank you for bringing me on. I am pained that we lost, but then I am not sad. And in fact, before today, I predicted that we are going to win. I predicted scores of 2-1, 1-0, or 3-2. Because the England team that I watched play, was it China, that they beat them by, that they scored 4 goals or so, was not a fantastic team. They won that game because China gave them the space to play with their zonal marking and playing the defense line up the field. So there was a lot of space for them to exploit. But then I knew they were not going to get that kind of space with the Nigerian team, especially with Ayinde and Uchebe in the midfield. So overall, I am pained that we did not win, but then I am not disappointed by the outcome, because I think going forward there is a lot to build on. Yes, Randy should settle his differences with the NFF and it should be retained, and then it should be given a free hand to work with this team. I expect more foreign-born players and even the ones that are good in the local league to get on the team, because we have seen that Ashley Plumpter and other foreign-born players are an asset to the team. So all in all, it was a good one. Going forward, yes, before Onome AB starts pushing agenda for 7th World Cup, I beg, make she retire from the team. Make she retire. Let her not start pushing agenda for 7th World Cup, I beg. We have had enough of her. She was just there to make up the numbers. And then also, what's her name? Jambody player, Francisca Odega. She should also honorably resign and leave the team. So kudos to the team. They did well. I will not talk about tactics, because tactics is 50-50. I have played the game semi-professionally. I have also coached a local team, and I know on a day you may get your tactics right, and other days it may not go right. Even substitution is 50-50. We have seen it happen to the best of coaches. You have good intention for substitutions, but then the players you bring on come on the field, and then they perform woefully. So that was the case with Odega. But going forward, I think there's a lot to build on. We should retire some players, Onome B, Odega. They should leave honorably, and then we should bring in some good players. So I think going forward, there's a lot to build on. Kudos to the team. They did very well. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Skelewu. Epic 9, over to you. Epic 9. Are you talking? We can't hear you. Hello? Are you there? I'll take you off if you don't talk in the next 5 seconds. Okay, Epic 9. I think something is wrong with your device. OJB, are you there, OJB? Where did everybody go after joining the live? OJB, are you there? Okay. Let me see. I can maybe bring one more person up before we round off. One more person. Okay, OJB, you're back. We can't hear you.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
All right, I mean, congratulations to Super Falcons, the girls in general. I've been listening for like 5-10 minutes. I like the way fans are, pouring out their hearts. But this is my own 2 cents. Randy Waldron might have lost the war, but the guy won the battle. For me, nobody gave him a chance. I think I'm a big fan of Randy now. I've always said I don't like this guy. I don't like his tactics. But looking at the shenanigans that surrounded the team going into this World Cup, how our own, NFF media, whatever, how the guys, how they insulted themselves and unpaid taxes, these girls not getting training compensation and everything. I want to look at it from that angle. Not every time they curse people, but they say, okay, these guys are not doing well. Look at this team themselves. Do they have the right weapon to go to this World Cup? We are the least ranked team in our group. Look at our performance. 2 clean sheets, scored 3 goals, conceded 2 goals. So I don't know. I know people say, yeah, you should not, be saying that is a good performance, but let's give, when these guys are doing well, let's give them their flowers. The coach did well, the team did well. Someone here said they shouldn't have brought in Baranozie 2 minutes to end the game. There's no way she will understand the tempo of the game. A professional footballer. Haven't you seen when coaches just bring players just to take penalty shootouts? Coaches bring in goalkeepers just to save penalty. In the days of Enyimba, I guess that person, sorry to say, below 25 years old, I can talk that thing. The days of Enyimba FC, I mean, they were, Enyama literally was coming in. No, not Enyama. They were taking Enyama out for Enyimba, just for penalty shootouts. And somebody here say they shouldn't have allowed partners to play the penalty 2 minutes game. There's no way she would have understand the tempo. Professional footballer. So, I mean, I'm not here to rant, but I just want to say, and someone here before I joined it, I think someone said Onome should retire, or the guy. You're right. But then, ask yourself again, the English team, if you're a big fan of women football, you will understand that England winning the Euros, the coach, Sabine, only made 3 or 4 changes, and she sticks to that changes. Why am I saying this? Even in other countries, other nations, they intentionally take 1 or 2 players just to make numbers, probably because of their experience, or just to have something to the team. I'm not here to say Onome should go. I'm not here to say Onome should not go. Odega should go. Odega should not go. I just want people to, when you are saying this, don't let us be biased and put out our emotions without looking at the facts. That okay, someone here say Canada lost this tournament because they had so much sponsors. It was whatever. Okay, yeah, each player practically had a sponsor. You can say that one is part of it as well. But what I'm saying is, Wardrum for me and this team, they've done amazingly well. They've exceeded any Nigerian expectation, except you want to be an hypocrite to yourself. Looking at how these girls, 2 weeks, if I'm correct, 2 weeks or a week to this tournament, these girls were still in Nigeria trying to find their way to Australia, and they went all the way to put out a performance like this. And people are coming online to say the coach shouldn't have done this. I know everybody's a coach, everybody knows better, but until you're there, a colleague, I won't mention my name, a colleague is currently in Australia. She mentioned me, said, JB, all that's why they see where they ask coaches question, money you pay, people will call the batch you boy. I reached to ask one question and they shake because people plenty there. So I'm saying this to say until you are in that shoe, people, you will never understand what's happening. But for me, these guys have exceeded every Nigerian expectations, like I said, until or except you want to be an hypocrite, Coach Adwan may have lost the war, but he has won the battle. The only thing we can hope for now is the Olympics. Let's see what they can do. They will give him the job to take these guys to the Olympics. I'll probably bring in 1 or 2 players, like he said in his one of his pressers, that I will bring in. There are players now. You people don't understand what this win has done. I mean, this tournament has done to Nigerians. Now, Wadron, I'm not sure he's saying that just to boast or whatever. He said people are reaching out to him now from Canada and United States to join the Super Falcons. That's to say you the least team in our group. Come on, my people. There's nothing we can say but appreciate this team. Back home, we have what we are not doing right from the administrative part, but let's give these girls the kudos. Everybody can say, okay, we missed this. Yeah, I agree, we miss Okobi in that midfield. But they want to tell me the girl that got red card, if she had been in this game, there's a lot, if, don't let us keep saying if. Let's just, focus on the performance today and their performance in this tournament so far. So good for me. Shout out to the girls, from everybody to the backroom staff, especially Coach Randrom. I'm not a big fan of him, but from this tournament, bro, the guy did well.
All right. Thank you very much, OJB. Thank you for joining and sharing your thoughts. I'll let you go now just so that we can wrap up the live very quickly. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining the post-match conversation. Thank you for coming on and sharing your thoughts. If I couldn't bring you on, my apologies, but we are out of time. I haven't got any sleep really because I had to stay up, to make sure that I could watch this game. So I want to, relax a little bit. My final thoughts, kudos to the Super Falcons. Job well done in this tournament. Yes, we could have won this game. Yes, we could have won the game against Ireland. But overall, I must say I am pleased. I have seen the players play probably the best football that I have seen them play at any World Cup since I've been watching them at the World Cup. I didn't watch 99 when they reached the quarterfinals. I was a very young child then. But for the rest of the World Cups, I've been following them fairly closely. And, I have to give them their credit. We got through the group without losing a game. We only lost in the round of 16 on penalties. Penalty, is anyone's game at that point. Opanozie could have scored and would be happy. Alozie could have scored and would be happy. Unfortunately, it just didn't go our way. Again, I'll give kudos to Coach Randy Waldrum. Even before the tournament, the NFF communications director called him the worst coach in Super Falcons history, and he has proven them very, very wrong now. Obviously, he's not the worst coach in Super Falcons history. If he's able to play, set the team up like this and make them play like this, obviously he's not the worst coach. He's nothing close to that, clearly. But yes, kudos to the team. Shout out to Inadozie, solid all through the tournament, 3 clean sheets. Massive credit to you. Shout out to Demey Ohale, solid in defense. Ashley Plumter at left back, you were fantastic. Michelle Alozie, you gave a good show of yourself. Even though you missed the penalty, you gave a good show of yourself in all the games. The midfield, Ainde, Uchebe, Abiodun, wonderful performance. Wonderful performance. Credits to you. Abiodun unfortunately got Africa in the first game, but I think they did really well. Tony Payne, fantastic. 7 chances created today, Tony Payne. Amazing performance over the course of this tournament, playing in the attacking midfield role. Rashida Ajibade, she did well, as I expected her to do. Uchenna Kanu scored our first goal of the tournament, had a fine game today before she went off. Kudos to her as well. Onumonu, I think she did well as well. Worked hard for the team. Today she created 2 chances as well. She gets a lot of stake. People don't give her credit that she deserves. Some people are saying, she did not score in the whole tournament. As if we scored 20 goals and she just didn't score. But yes, I'm giving her credit as well. I think she did a good job. She helped the team a lot. Like somebody said earlier, that high press in front of the defense. Today it was clearly obvious that when Oshola came on, we didn't have the same kind of high press that Onumonu was doing. The pressure that she was putting on the English defenders. They were able to pass out of their defense a lot more when she went off the field. Her impact was felt, in my own opinion. Oshoala as well, fantastic goal she scored against Australia. The winning goal. So we have to give her credit. All in all, kudos to all the players. It's been a good run. Unfortunately, we are out, but we have to keep it going. I don't know what's going to happen with the NFF and the World Drum. We have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. Hopefully they can settle their differences. You know how Nigeria be now. The NFF feel very, very disrespected with the comments that he made. So they might let him go. I just fear that if they let him go, we are going to take 5 steps backward, and then we'll now have to start trying to get our team to play well again. You know, whoever the new coach is. And of course, I don't even trust them enough to bring, you know, the right coach in if they let Wardrum go. And then finally, NFF, please pay these girls their bonuses. Please pay them their bonuses. It is so crazy that throughout this tournament, the players have still been worrying about their money. Throughout this tournament, they still gave everything that they could give, everything that they had, even though the NFF refused to, you know, told them outright that they're not going to pay them any bonuses. They still gave everything that they had, even though amongst all the people that are in Australia for this tournament, the players are the least paid. You know, they are getting paid daily allowance less than what officers, you know, technical director, all people are getting paid to be at the tournament. The people that are playing on the field are the least paid. You know, they still give everything, despite the bad preparation, despite the bad setup. You know, the lack of support, they still give everything. Please, if just, you know, $5,000 bonus for every player is not too much for you to do. Even if it's just 5K, NFF, please pay them their bonuses. Pay them their bonuses. All right. Thank you very much, guys. It's been a pleasure chatting with you. Until next time, my name is IOT. This is EaglesTracker, the home of Nigerian football. Bye-bye.